Exactly 60 minutes running time, starting now. Today, they're pretending to be buyers from Hall Global Logistics. They've made an appointment and are expected. The industrial zone of Hangzhou is home to a lot of chemical manufacturers and dealers.
Hello. 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 Mr. How are you? Mr. Penny. Hi. How are you? How was your journey? Not too bad. It was fine.
It starts with the usual small talk. Valuable time is ticking away.
Very, very hot. I'll give you a business card. My name with this company. Yes, I am. So you're the director and the owner of the company as well?
Julian tries to get down to business quickly, while Ezra positions the bag containing the hidden camera.
International trading company dealing with the refrigerant equipment.
Oh, okay.
But now, more recently...
We're hearing that the supply is getting quite difficult for 12 now. R12 supply is...
They're after R12, one of the worst ozone killers, and they want to know how they can smuggle the chemical past the authorities from China to the end market.
I think it's much better.
The camera's running.
Only one declaration as a FOB, you have to separate. Give us a continuous supply over.
Time is slipping by. The tape in the camera will soon run out. But they've thought up a ruse for changing the cassette.
Prices you've given us, the recording equipment, has a time limit. So if the meeting is delayed or if you're meeting for a long time, there's the issue of changing tapes to be able to continue to record, to gather evidence, the evidence we need.
No problem with the declaration. And it's
Time's running out. Just 4 minutes left.
Imagine,
Ezra is getting nervous.
No, because, in case of FOB, we have to separate some costs.
I think probably the best way is for us to do a trial.
He pretends that the Chinese meal he ate the night before has not agreed with him.
I just need to use the bathroom. Please excuse me.
You're welcome.
Julian makes light of it to avoid any suspicion.
My colleague here, he's not too used to Chinese food yet. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. But at least we can continue talking a bit about our business and...
What Ezra doesn't realize is that the secretary is following him. Who knows what will happen if Ezra is caught and the plot is blown? These are dealers who supply the world market with banned CFCs. What else might they be capable of? What if they realize that they're talking to people who want to put a stop to their million-dollar business? Ezra's been lucky. What the hidden camera records on this trip exceeds their worst fears. Ezra and Julian on their way to a company headquarters. Chemicals that have been banned in Europe and North America for many years can be bought here without any problem.
In Italy, I understand there is restrictions for 12.
Yes.
But it's okay. You still
这种包装呢，到时候是怎么包装啊？
包装就是装在纸箱里啊。
像纸箱里啊。Packed in the box, in the carton.
Yeah.
And we can pack the carton in 134A or something.
Oh. Right. Okay.
有外商投资。
The visitors are taken to a warehouse. Ezra can't believe his eyes. It's soon going to be filled with R12. How many cases of skin cancer are due to these chemicals can only be guessed at. R12 can still be manufactured in China for domestic demand. All this for the domestic market?
因为我们出这样子啊，就是134A 包装里面食物跟那个瓶体是12的，这样子我们已经出过很多了。
出过很多。
出过好几年了，都没有出过问题。
都是出口到哪里啊？
出口很多地方。
They're not only offered these banned chemicals for sale, but are also told how the deal operates.
So if they were smuggling CFCs, they'd label them as a different sort of chemical on the outside of the packaging. Also false paperwork. So these are classical smuggling techniques. So we sort of expected that in a way. What we were surprised by was the complicity of customs in some cases. Quite a few of the traders told us they had good connections with either local government or customs, which helped us do this business. So that was quite new information.
The EIA video also shows how deceptively genuine falsified packaging of global companies can be made to look.
We would use this one.
一个集装箱嘛，对不对啊？1140瓶嘛，我给你装1140瓶，分量是不会少的。其实外面给你放一排，就是有这个134A 这个纸箱嘛，知道吧？但是我把这个里面再放100个纸箱在里面嘛。你回去以后就把这个纸箱就这样拆开以后套进去就好。我们没关系，因为为什么我跟那个海关、双姐、报关哈关系都相当好的，我们出去肯定没问题，就回去，因为有的时候查的特别严，有1年12个月，其中有1个月特别严格查的。
啊？只1个月？
对，1个月。
是哪1月啊？
它不一定的，有的时候比如1月份、2月、2月份、3月份，那不一定的。我们会是他们会告诉我们，我们那
你们那边有人
在那边嘛，他会告诉我查的特别严。那么这1个月，我们一般来说就不会去接单。
One of many companies they visit. On the black market in the USA, a single one of these cartons is sold on at a 2,000% profit. It's not about black sheep. It's organized crime.
This is in front of the container. We will pack some 22.
Right.
So if the customer wants to test it, so that takes 12 to test.
Right.
22 to test it.
Yeah.
So then no problem.
Okay.
Back in the EIA cutting room, they're making a video of their research findings, including the sequences shot in the Chinese factories. The aim is to make it impossible for any government, any industrial association, any country that has adopted the Montreal Protocol to be able to claim that they were ignorant of what's going on. They don't mince their words. They name names. They produce evidence for every visit to a company. But they're not just drawing attention to the problem, they're also offering solutions.
When we finished this investigation, we made sure that we gave a briefing, a written document to the Chinese government outlining our findings. So when they came to go to the Montreal Protocol meeting in 2005, they weren't totally caught unawares, so they had some time to think about their response. And generally their response was quite positive. The Chinese delegation at the meeting in the Montreal Protocol mentioned our findings on the floor and said they would do certain things to try and overcome this problem.
And in 2005, there does seem to be some movement at diplomatic level. At the annual meeting of the signatory states to the Montreal Protocol, China promises to close down illegal factories. The evidence can no longer be ignored. China is also supporting workshops to improve the training of customs officers. Also taking part is the EIA. The environmentalists aim to show the customs